Now let's hear your testimony again, this time without your perfume of lies. Jeez. Alright, dude. How many more times are we gonna have to do this? I wanna do this with you, Jasmine. I did enter the Fox chamber after the murder. But I didn't enter. Oh. I heard the mayor groan and behind the folding screen there. Hid behind the folding screen. That's what I figured. They were gonna say hid behind the folding screen. That's the hiding spot. When I saw her up close, it was absolutely horrifying. So you see, I was there, but merely watching from behind the screen. Oh boy. From behind the screen? Why yes, I believe you wouldn't be spotted if you were there. Just so, he could see everything without being spotted by the victim or that Tanuki Filch. Suffice to say, he was a mere witness to the events, rather than an actual third party. This guy's as slippery as an eel. Which you can only catch in summer, or spring. Apollo, you think he's telling the truth? No! Well, he was in the Fox chamber, so at least that much must be true. The defense may cross-examine our slightly voyeuristic witness. Boy. Okay, well. I know there's gotta be something here, I just don't know what it is yet. I did enter the Fox chamber after the murder, but I didn't enter until after Jinxie had heard the confession and left. I heard the mayor groan and hid behind... You heard the mayor groan? Hid behind the folding screen. When I saw her up close, I'm curious about this. Could you describe the crime scene in a bit more detail? And what exactly would you like details about? Well, what I'd like to ask you about is... Oh, man. Let's start from the top and work our way down. What do you remember about the yokai feathers and tracks? They resulted when Tenmataro exited the Forbidden Chamber. He came out in quite a rush, scattering feathers this way and that. Did you immediately know it was Mr. Filch? I did, and that's why I suggested we cook up our alibis together. And how did those practice sessions go? You don't want to know. That dude is so fucking stupid. They were nearly the death of me. Filchy has to be the worst student ever. Well, there you go. He really doesn't think he's done anything wrong, does he? No. Well, Mr. Justice, do you consider his statement to be of any importance? Is it important? No, I don't think so. I'm not really too sure. No, Your Honor. Witness may proceed. Alright then. Thank you. I would just like to add that it was a terribly grisly scene, as I have described. Alright. So you see, I was there, but merely watching from behind the scene. Okay, so we got something when we pressed this. Let me get back in there and try the other two. Forbidden Chamber. Could you please describe the Forbidden Chamber at the time? It was shut tight until the mayor opened it. He's really trying to stress that it was the mayor who opened the Forbidden Chamber. That big liar! He opened it himself! Whoa, if looks could kill, the bell will be pushing up daisies right about now. Well, Mr. Justice, do you consider his statement to be of any importance? That one sounds like it probably is. The way we reacted to it. I kind of want to hear the third one. What even was the third one? I'm going to go see what it is. And I'll try to get through this as fast as I can here. Because I'm pretty sure that was the one I wanted to add. But let me just see.
Hold it!
The murder weapon. This crossed my mind too, though. Well, not so much the murder weapon, but the statue is kind of lingering in my head right about now. Could you describe the state of the weapons that have been used at the scene? The spear had been thrust all the way through Alderman QB, front to back, baby. Then there was that statue the Alderman used to bludgeon Mr. Tenma. That incredibly inspiring symbol had fallen to the floor. Wait. Why exactly did you find the statue inspiring? Oh! Well, when I saw that statue, I felt as if the merger had been realized. It was like a celebration of union between town and village. An inspiring symbol of goodwill. Boy, they're really laying this on thick, aren't they? Broken statue next to a bloody corpse. Real inspiring. Yeah, well, Mr. Justice, that's the one. That's the one that we want. Yeah, we want this one. I believe that to be extremely importantly. I request it to be added to the testimony. Yeah. Oh, man. The statue had fallen to the floor. It was a token of goodwill celebrating the municipal merger. Okay, let me see. Where is that statue at? Token of goodwill made in secret. Jinxie is now the only one who knows what the original looked like. Yep. She's the only one who knew what the original looked like. Why is he
Objection!
talking about it? Your lies have finally betrayed you, Mr. LaBelle. I feel the good in you. The conflict. There is no conflict. You said the statue was like a celebration of union between town and village? Isn't that correct? Oh, yes, but what of it? The two yokai are joining hands in goodwill. As if they were celebrating the municipal merger. Something the matter? You better be sweating right about now, boy. So how'd you really know that the statue was meant to be a symbol of goodwill again? What? Justice Dono, explain yourself, and make it quick. No problem. The statue was meant to symbolize goodwill in its original form, but that was a secret. A secret? Whatever do you mean? Yeah, he's not liking where this is going. What I mean is that it broke when someone used it to strike Meyer Tenma on the head. What's left clearly makes it look like the two yokai are battling it out. Ew! The statue's secret and its true form were lost inside that locked room. For Miss Tenma is the only living soul who should know what it once looked like. So, Mr. LaBelle, where could you have possibly seen the statue in its original form? What do you mean, where? The only possible answer is this. You saw the statue in its original form when you used it right there in the room where the alderman was murdered before it was broken. Shit! So, Mr. Justice, are you accusing the witness with some sort of crime? Yeah, you better believe I am. Yes, I am. Lord LaBelle, I accuse you of the murder of Alderman Rex Cuby. What kind of pose is he making down there? Good lord. Oh, man. Order! Mr. LaBelle, you've been accused of murder. And I agree with him. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Oh, let me just... Okay. How could you possibly accuse me, the embodiment of beauty? Way to go, Apollo. This is the conclusive evidence we needed. Magnifico! We got you now. We know you killed the alderman. Now admit it.
Silence.
Uh-oh. No. Didn't think so. Enough of your silly games, Justice Dono. This prancing peacock could not possibly be the killer. What are you talking about? His alibi has already crumbled to dust. And I just proved that he was in the Fox chamber while it was still locked tight. He ain't having it. Why could he have not seen the statue in its true form before the murder? After all, he was close friends with the alderman. Ergo, he might have seen the design. The blueprints, as it were. Oh. Oh, man. Yeah, right. He wouldn't show you a secret gift just like that. Would he, though? I mean, I guess we'll never know at this point. Moreover, it has already been proven that he was not present at the scene of the crime. It has? Oh. Forgotten, have we? Recall the little scamp's statement, if you will. When Jinxie Tenma unlocked the Fox Chamber, she saw the alderman and the mayor collapsed therein. And no one else. Oh. Dang it. Dang it, Roomba. The fact is, it was you two who made that apparent in yesterday's court session. Thus, Florence LaBelle could not possibly have been in that locked room. Well, there was like an illusion being made earlier that somebody could have hidden somewhere in there. So I was gonna say, well, maybe he was behind the whole folding screen. I don't know, though. The proof is incontrovertible. No room for debate exists. Am I not right, your baldness? It does seem awfully conclusive. The facts point to the defendant and victim being the only people in that locked room. Moreover, the defendant has already confessed.
Objection! Silence.
You cannot defend the indefensible. Your role in this charade is over, Justice Dono. But... Your baldness. This trial would last an eternity if we were to keep crossing blades with these simpletons. It is high time you brought down the hammer of justice. A point well made. I believe it's time to declare a verdict. No, dude! Oh my god. This court finds the defendant Damien Tenma. Nice! Alright, who is it? Is it Phoenix to save us again? Oh! Caw! It will seem that my time is at hand! Oh my god. Counselor, there is a matter to which I must testify. I recall it now only for your good graces. Counselor? Alright, he must mean me. Has he finally remembered what happened before that blow to his head? Bailiff, don't just stand there, seize him! It's no good, I can't restrain him! He's too strong! Caw! Know me in despair! For I am Tenmataro, Demon Lord of the Yokai. Man, you've done taking the wrong off-ramp. Mr. Justice, do something! Since when am I responsible for court security? Apollo, this is our chance. We might just get some new information out of him. Your Honor, seeing as our client has something new to say, I believe due process demands that we hear him out, even if it is a yokai. When you put it that way. Just play along, that's all we can do. Still, I believe testimony by a yokai is unprecedented in the legal world. Well, we've seen testimony from parrots. How's that much worse? Unprecedented in absurdity, more like. Alright then, Mr. Damien Tenma, or should I say Mr. Tenmataro. Your testimony, please. I shall not speak of recollections most real, courtesy of my host Damien Tenma. Heed these words, mortals, for hear them all once you shall. For hear them but once you shall. Caw! That is way too fun doing those caws. I never imagined. The ruler of demonkind. Doing the oak hand. Barely conscious was Damien there amid the darkness. Suddenly two yokai did appear. On one side, I, Tenmataro, ruler of demonkind. And on the other, my mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox. What? But he's the nine-tailed fox, right? Like, did he come back to life? Or was somebody else dressed? Well, we did find his mask, though. It's like, was someone maybe pretending to be him? So, is the defendant asserting that the room he was in was very dark at the time? Strange as it may be, yes indeed, all was in darkness. But I have bird's eye view. And the part about Tenmataro and the nine-tailed fox being there? Yes, that too! Tenmataro towered overhead and the nine-tailed fox glittered gold! Oh boy, I need to drink water. I call animal abuse, Your Honor. It would seem the defendant's recollections are not to be trusted. Yes, well, truth be told, my host's recollections are still a bit fuzzy. As if half dreamt, that happening lingers in his mind. Apollo, maybe I can help here. Really? Oh, you mean... Yeah, I can hear it. The discord in his heart. I sense an unusual emotion in the mayor's memory of the event. Okay, yeah, I just hope our findings don't come back to haunt us. Again. Oh, I was wondering when we were going to get to this. Nice. Bleep. Oh, thank God. I thought we were going to have to do that with the Joker. Just be like, oh, God. Barely conscious was Damien there amid the darkness. Alright, so he's recollecting here. Yeah. So his fear, kind of sadness. Suddenly 2 yokai did appear. Makes sense. On one side, I, Tenmataro, ruler of demonkind. And on the other, my mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox. Huh. Well, there it is.
Got it.
When the nine-tailed fox appeared, you not only experienced shock and sadness, but also something like joy as well. Joy? Perhaps it was joy at the light coming to my eyes at long last. A long and terrible creaking did pierce the silence. And then there was light. That's all it was. On reflection, it was a door that did produce that infernal racket. Creaking door. Oh, you must be talking about the Forbidden Chamber door. It does make a lot of noise. That it did. So this means the Forbidden Chamber really was opened. But what about the sudden light he described? I think I know. He mentioned darkness and Tenmataro towering overhead. Maybe the mayor wasn't really in the Fox Chamber at the time of the crime. Oh, hang on. Mr. Mayor, did the darkness that you were in happen to be here? Are you saying he was in the Forbidden Chamber? I think that's what they're saying. Or either that or... Yeah, it has to be. The Forbidden Chamber? Was it not the Fox Chamber where the murder did occur? Yes, but it all makes sense if you were in the Forbidden Chamber. That terrible creaking sound was probably the Forbidden Chamber's door opening. I was about to stop and speculate that maybe he was in the air vent, but I decided not to. For good reason. And the towering Tenmataro you saw, most likely the Forbidden Chamber's statue. Well, there you go. Why yes, that would explain it. The darkness in the staff and the demon's grasp. Well, well. So? But even if all that's true, then what about the nine-tailed fox? Maybe he was seeing things? Just like Jinxie and her imaginary yokai. Fantastico, Apollo! It's entirely possible. In a groggy, dreamlike state, people can misremember things and events. Misremember, you say? Balderdash! Let me think. Ah! I do believe I remember now. And yeah, I really do think. That was not the nine-tailed fox, it was... The Amazing Ninetales! Same difference. Yeah, of course it was. At first, this is but a dream, I thought. Now, however, most clearly do I recall it. 'Twas the Amazing Ninetales who did open the Forbidden Chamber's door. 60? Ooh. Well, that's weird. I definitely wasn't expecting him to be the one. The Amazing Ninetales, but that was the victim, Alderman QB, right? Yeah, why would he open the Forbidden Chamber? Wasn't he trying to keep it sealed? Never mind that, this is completely new information. Let me enter it and run an update. Man, they weren't kidding when they said this one was going to go all over the place. Alright. Barely conscious was Damien there in the Forbidden Chamber. Okay, and then he saw... Oof. Amid the darkness, a mighty statue of Tenmataro loomed overhead. Barely conscious was Damien there. And then, whoops. Oh, I pressed the wrong arrow, my bad. Okay, suddenly the door did open, and a shaft of light did pierce the gloom. Nothing strange there. The Amazing Ninetales had come to the rescue. But he's scared.
Got it.
When the Amazing Ninetales opened the chamber, banishing the darkness within, you felt joy, but didn't you also feel shock and sadness? Yes, in the hazy depths of my mind, I do recollect something of that nature. I believe it was the fiend's cape of red. For when I did behold it, a great wave of sadness did inexplicably wash over it. Inexplicitly. I think he means inexplicably. I guess it could be either one. Oof, we're getting it down. A cape of red. What is this, Nino Cooney? Apollo, we've reduced the noise level. Oh, but there's still a little left. Mayor Tenmo, why were you sad when you saw the red cape? Does it remind him of his wife? Why, indeed. What could this mean? I guess his memory is still a little spotty. I know because his latest recollection contradicts the evidence. Yeah, it's one of those contradictions that slaps you right across the face. Something this obvious could arise. I feel like it contradicts everything, just about. Everything we thought we knew. When someone is trying to force a fuzzy memory into a definitive shape, yeah. Apollo, I know what you have to do. You need to present evidence that contradicts the image you see. Oh, so it's basically the same as the usual cross-examination. Okay. Time to review the evidence. Okay, here it comes. Ah, so now we're in... Alright. Barely conscious was Damien there in the Forbidden Chamber. In the darkness, a mighty statue of Tenmataro. Well, the thing is... Like, we're still saying this is after the murder, right? So, like, well... I don't really know where this is in the timeline. Maybe this is before the murder. It might be the autopsy report. The autopsy report is the closest way we have of saying, well, wasn't he dead? I guess the only thing we really don't know is, like, what time this happened, though. I'll try it. Mayor Tenma, your recollection contradicts this piece of evidence. Oops. I don't think so. Now, that seemed a little too simple. A little too easy, but... Yikes. Okay. The contradiction challenged Mr. Justice and earned himself a penalty. Time to compare the testimony and evidence again. I could try the mask, although I don't really know.
Objection!
Kind of just guessing here a little bit. No, I need to... We need to look at this from a different angle or something. Yikes. Okay, let's be more careful here. Get a little antsy when you get full health like this and you think, oh, well, you know, I can be reckless a little bit here. Can I look over, like, what we were talking about? Do I have anything? Well, I was looking at that earlier, though. Like, on the scroll.
Objection!
He's not... shoot! I didn't mean to do that. My bad. I was trying to look at it. Oh, yeah. That's bad. I was trying to look and see, like, is he wearing a cape on the scroll? But I don't think he's actually even human on the scroll. Oh, dude, wait a minute. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, well, now I feel really stupid.
Objection!
I tell ya.